Hey, what's good, y'all? This your boy Caseyfield, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. Before I do my review about tonight's awesome Dynamite, I wanted to come on here and talk about the sad situation that has taken place. Unfortunately, my man Nash Carter is no longer with the WWE. He is one half of the current NXT Tagteam Champions with my dude Wes Lee. Um, it started last month. I did not know that he was married to Impact's Divas division of women's knockout. I don't call it Divas knockouts division. Kimber Lee. Kimber Lee has been posting pictures and posting notes that Nash Carter has abused her. He's beaten her, and she said that she couldn't hold this in anymore. Now, I haven't really heard nothing from Nash Carter. And recently they showed a picture of him trying to be like Hitler. That was what got him released. Nothing actually got him released except for that picture that was being shared by her. She shared a picture, as you can see. This is right here. Here's the picture. This one of them. This one. Where's this one? This is the picture right here. So now this is not the picture that got him released. This is the picture that did it. Now he's dressed like Hitler. You already know. And here's a tweet. Here's the tweet right here. All this now. Wesley Lee's wife has been basically said that she's lying and that she's trying to destroy her husband's career as well because obviously they a tag team. So now I hope, remember y'all already know how I feel about WWE when it's concerning our talent. It's like the pick and choose. Right now, Vince did great with Bianca, Sasha, and Naomi, but he's doing a terrible job with the fellas. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She said that she's trying to ruin his career because of the actions of him, but she's saying that she's been lying. So I don't really know. I can't really make a judgment. All I can go based off of is what they've shown, and you don't be dressing up like no white supremacist like Hitler. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You just don't. But at the end of the day, listen. Whatever their situation they're gonna have to do. This is why you don't come to social media. You've tried your best to figure out the situation behind closed doors, and if stuff doesn't go right, then you go on social media. But otherwise, you don't bring this type of stuff on social media because the IWC loves drama. The IWC like mess. That's all they like. They like to bicker with each other. They like to, say one thing. It's like nobody was just like, we just can't be wrestling fans if it's not some type of love and wrestling going on. Like y'all know that show Love and Hip Hop and all that. If it's not love and wrestling, it's the drama because that's where everybody's mindset goes. Their mindset is so stuck on the drama and being, caught up on all this stuff. Like I said, to me, I could do without all this drama. She's the one that brought all this drama up, and it's unfortunate that he's no longer with the WWE now. So right now, we're gonna see how things turn out. Like I said, I just pray for them. I pray for the both of them. But like I said, I hope my mans can get something like, some type of decent singles run. I don't know. I don't know what Vince McMahon is going to do because now since he's by himself. And like I said, this is his wife right here. Her name is Queen or something like that because she been going at it. She just been talking about she been lying up behind off and she trying to destroy everything. I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, you drop these pictures like that, you put this picture out, and it's just mess. It's all a mess. Look at this. Look, it's just mess. All mess. It's just drama. It's sad. Like I said, man, I ain't look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy to say. This is crazy. Like and apparently I guess he put the divorce papers out, so obviously they getting ready to get the divorce. But I mean, I didn't like I said, whatever your issue is, you try your best to figure that mess out. Not online. That's none of our business. We don't need to know nothing about this. This is your business. You focus on it. But like I said, my man Wesley Lee is going to be affected because he's a tag team guy. I don't know how well he can do as a singles. Maybe he can do great, but it's sad. It's very sad. This whole situation is messed up. It's all messed up, man. It's all messed up. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about that. And also, too, I heard that Layla Hirsch got hurt on one of the Dark episodes. And she's going to be out for a little bit. So it's kind of messed up because they've been trying to build this storyline with this new version of Chris Statlander. And apparently Layla Hirsch was the number one contender outside of what they decided to do with Thunder Rosa. But that's basically it. So I just want to come on here before I begin my review. I wanted to go ahead and drop this. And that's that. So go ahead and hit the intro, and I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Talk to me.
This is a Lion and Brian Beats production.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Caseville, King Self for Life. I'm back, and I'm here to tell you that tonight, for me, tonight was a fire Dynamite. Tony Khan, this is what I expect from you week in and week out. I told you, I'm not here for the mediocre bullcrap. Vince McMahon came through with a very good WrestleMania, outside of the crap that happened on Sunday night. But he came through with a very good WrestleMania, and I said, bro, you got to answer back. You got to answer back. And boy, did he answer back tonight. Tony Khan said, I'm going tit for tat. We lost to Cody Rhodes. Hey, that's cool. I'm going to come on here and have my crew come out with an excellent Dynamite. And boy, did they deliver. It was a few things I didn't like on the show. Few. Because I always come through with my complaints. I don't always come through and just say it's an excellent episode. I always got something to trip about. Well, I'm going to show you what I'm tripping about. But like I said, y'all already know. Picture by picture is a no-no. That's one thing I can't stand about Dynamite. I don't like it about Rampage either. Picture by picture is what kills the momentum of a match. But outside of that, everything. We got openers, an opener banger. We got an opening, awesome close. I mean, they was just going at it. Cats, I mean, listen. And then we had so many different backstage brawls today. It's just the development of the storylines is continuing. It's like continuation of stories. Stuff that happens on Rampage takes place on Dynamite. I say this is how you build up to a potential matchup that can happen at a pay-per-view or whatever. This is how you keep cats interested. You want to grow your television program. You want the ratings to rise. This is what you do. You don't do the same formulaic bullcrap that you've been doing in past episodes. You come on here, you deliver, and everybody's happy. This is what I'm talking about. Tony Khan, this is what I expect moving forward. I'm not here for the mediocre stuff. I told you. He just showed you right here. Tony Khan keeps showing you that if he want to give you a great episode, he'll give you a great episode. You're talking to somebody who critiques him from tit for tat. I critique him to the letter. I'm a wrestling head, but I watch this stuff and I say, man, I expect the best from you. You a new promoter. You show me that you can put on great stuff. Tonight he did that. Let's go ahead and break down this show. We open up the show. Mr. Adam Cole taking on Christian Cage. And boy, the cats out here in Boston, Massachusetts at Aggies Arena, my goodness, boy, was they hot. They was hot. Excellent crowd. Crowd did great. This is another reason why the shows be great. If the crowd is hot, the show is gonna be great. If the crowd is somewhere asleep, show not gonna be good. That's just how it is. The crowd always dictate how a match is gonna go. And boy, was they hot for this matchup. Adam Cole, Christian. Now for me, kind of started off kind of slow, but as time picked up, the crowd picking up, they was like, "Let's go, Christian, Adam Cole. Let's go, Christian, Adam Cole." They going. They doing a moveset. You already know it's gonna be a couple of false finishes, and you know you got to get that look every time when Adam Cole think he got something won, and when he doesn't get the third count, he always got that shocked look on his face, like, I know I just won this match. That's Adam Cole now. That's the thing that he does. Like, that is his thing. I pay very close attention to his matches now. He does that match. He does like just about every match that he has. He's looking at the camera. He go, I should have won the match. Yeah, you should have won a long time ago. Christian put in work. Man, for somebody, man, who always thought Edge was the better, superior wrestler out of the group, Christian showcased that he just right there with Edge. Now, I still think Edge is a better main event player than Christian is, but Christian can show you if he wants to give you a good match, he'll give you a good match. And man, did he give you a good match. He gave you a good match. Him and Adam Cole was tearing it up. And they was out there. There was some fool in the audience that was acting a fool. He kept saying certain things, and I don't even remember what he said, but they even went over there by him too. It was funny. I don't remember what he said. He said something, but listen, Adam Cole, Christian, they doing work, putting in work. They made you think Christian was gonna win, but y'all already knew. Adam Cole, he wants to challenge Hangman for another chance at their championship. Christian tries the moves. He tried a little soft spear. Adam Cole got his move set on him. 1, 2, 3, he wins. So after the match, here come Red Dragon. They come out. So then Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus chase them off. And as you can see, Christian walked off. So the tension of the breakup is about to happen. Heel Christian is around the corner. And this might just be the end of the title run of Jurassic Express. And I'm gonna say something when I get to the very end of the show about the AEW Tag Team title picture because of what we witnessed in the main event. So after they chased them off, Hangman just ran out there, hopped on the mic, got up to Adam Cole's face. Adam Cole out here belly aching, talking about he want another title shot. He said, "Look, I'm gonna give you another title shot. Since you want me, you want another title shot. You've been thinking you all that in the back. Just sure, fine, that's all good. Meet me at Texas on Rampage." I said, finally, the AEW champion is pulling up on Rampage, and apparently Rampage is gonna be live for a change. I said, Rampage must be live at all times. They might have to get another time spot, but it must be live at all times. This tape stuff is not going to work. Now, you might have good matches on the show. You might have good story development, but the tape Rampage is just not it. They're not. And then the fact that it's already done, you can go to sites like these and just read the results and say, I don't have to watch the show. You know, that's why the ratings only stay at 400K. Maybe go to 450, maybe go to 500K sometime. But that's the lowest it be. Because everybody already know what happened. All you gotta do is just read what happened on the show. But I said, my man is finally pulling up to Rampage. I said, we gotta have it. The AEW champion gotta sometimes show up on Rampage. Rampage can't just be, if it's supposed to be your secondary show, you gotta make sure that the champion pulls up. See, this is what I used to like about when SmackDown first showed up. When SmackDown first showed up, everybody was anticipating the show being great because it was the story. It was the storytelling that was taking place from Monday Night Raw and the continuation that was going to happen on Thursday Night SmackDown. That's what made it great. If this is what I want from TK. I want the continuations of whatever takes place on Dynamite to continue on Rampage and make cats want to tune in to Rampage. Don't just give us a bunch of rinky-dink matches. Make cats give a care. If cats ain't caring, cats not going to look at the stuff. I'm just telling y'all the truth. You know, people can blame, oh, this show is on, this game is on. No, if your show not great, nobody's watching. I don't know why people don't want to receive that. That's the problem. That's the biggest issue with WWE. WWE don't even give a care. See, they riding the coattail of Cody Rhodes right now because the Raw at the Mania did 2.4 million or 2.1. I'm like, that's great. But it's because Cody Rhodes didn't jump on there, so a lot of people was interested in hearing what he had to say. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I looked at the show and his promo. Listen, it turns out he actually took the promo directly from Kung Fu Panda. I was like, you know, Cody always got to do that fake crying and all that stuff. I'm like, look, it was alright. You know, I've heard better promos from Cody Rhodes, but obviously that was the major reason why a lot of people was tuning into Monday Night Raw. So that's why. But from that point on, a lot of stuff just kind of fell flat. You know, Bianca stuff was okay. That stupid segment where I ain't here to talk about Raw, but I'm just telling you, I seen it. I watched Raw. I saw it. I seen it. But let's get back to talk about Dynamite. But y'all know exactly where I'm going. So, like I said, so that's that. So, like I said, the seeds are being planted for a heel Christian Cage, and I'm gonna talk about what I mean by that as we move on, because I talked about that. So, we got a video package of Samoa Joe showing up at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view Supercar with Jay Lethal in them and Sanjay Dutt hopping back together now. So we get in the second matchup on the men's side with the Owen Hart Classic. Oh, is this the second or the first? I think, no, this is the first. So Samoa Joe is the first one to get on inside into the male side. So a lot of people was looking forward to this because they was looking forward to my boy Max Caster's rap. Now, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know I be complaining so much. I'm tired of seeing my boys, the Acclaim, look like jobbers. But as of right now, that's all they are. They're nothing but jobbers. They're nothing but jobbers. I'm just keeping it buck. They're nothing but jobbers. I love the Acclaim. I want the Acclaim to be treated more with respect. But as of right now, they just did it. Just run their mouth, talk bull jive, and get beat down. That's it. Talking all this foolishness and get jumped. That seems to be the Acclaim ceiling as of right now. This rap, though, man, Max Caster was in his bag. The boy was in his bag. Let me tell you what some of the stuff he said. I'm just reading right here. He said, most of the roots, he said, I've heard from him yet calling Joe injury prone, referencing being NXT and ratings and something about being the X Division champion. He talked about all that stuff, just throwing it, everything he was saying was fact. He said everything that was fact. It wasn't nothing that was a lie. And Samoa Joe actually laughed at him. He laughed because he knew he was telling the truth. I said, man, Max was in his bag. He was in his bag. And the crowd popped, especially when Anthony had said, Boston, the Acclaim have arrived. Listen, they are over. I want my boys to be treated with respect. But as of right now, they are jobbers. That is the ceiling that they are at right now. It's unfortunate. But that's all they are right now. Now, how was the match? I knew it was going to be a squash. But Joe actually allowed Caster to get a couple of move sets in. He allowed them to... the match was like maybe about 7 minutes. He didn't quite destroy him right then. But as we got further and further into the match, Max got destroyed. Samoa Joe might have got cooked on the mic. But Samoa Joe did the finish. He finished it up. He cooked him in the end. And that's what happened. Put that boy to sleep. Knocked him out. 1, 2, 3. Match over. That was it. And as soon as the match was done, Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal hopped on the mic. And they started talking about how if we would have knew you was coming, we would have rolled the carpet out. But Jay Lethal said, I'm done coming out here shaking hands and kissing babies and all that stuff. I'm here to do what the heck I want to do, and I don't care what nobody got to say about it. So from here on out, I'm going to start beating up on your friends and all this stuff. So if you got a problem with me, you know exactly where to come find me some more, Joe. Sanjay, he hopped on the mic and said a couple of things. I said, and the fans started chanting TNA because obviously y'all know that the three of them all used to work at TNA. Sure enough, yeah. So old wounds, old familiar rivalries are starting to be brought back up. TK, this is what I'm talking about. Getting cats to be interested in storylines with certain wrestlers that may have wrestled each other, continuing stuff that happened from years past. Like I said, I didn't watch the Ring of Honor time when they was on there. I did watch Impact, aka TNA, when they was on there, and they did wrestle each other from the past and everything. But overall, like I said, the segment was great. Excellent. Like I said, the show's right here. I'm like, we up here. I didn't drop down. I said, TK in his bag right now. I said, let's keep this thing on the road. Let's keep it going. So now we get to this matchup. Now I'm sitting up here saying to myself, okay, we got Mr. Chair Swinging Bozo, Sean Dean, versus my boy Sean Spears versus my boy, the captain, a.k.a. from Chi-Town's own, the captain, Sean Dean. And I'm saying to myself, Sean Dean got to win. Now, he was already in the ring, and I said, man, they didn't give it the job of inches. I said, man, I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm sitting up here saying to myself, the best decision would be for him to win because of Wardlow. Now, they had big dumb man poster signs. Wardlow is over like a mug. He is over. MJF bring his old tie prick behind out there. Now, Wardlow has said something online because obviously they was in Boston. He said the fans here smells like something, racism. And you know fools was coming at him online and everything, so it triggered a whole lot of people. So he on commentary talk about, hey, you old prick, Tony, how you doing? Hey, and you know my boy Sean Spears is going to beat the old captain and all this stuff. Who does he think he is and all of that. Now, obviously, you know Sean was going to beat him up. Y'all already knew that. And with all the attention going on backstage, they showed nothing but security guys laid out. They were all laid out. I said, that man is around. And the crowd was talking Wardlow, Wardlow. I said, Wardlow is over. And I said, okay, so Sean did the moveset on Sean, right? And he was finna pin him, but then he picked him back up. So Sean, he laying there lifeless. I said, okay, Tony. I said, do the right thing. We need my man Sean Dean to go over. Backstage, Wardlow's laying cats out. MJF is like, get this guy out of here. He just going completely ape on commentary. And all the foolishness is going on. Wardlow comes out. That crowd marked the heck out. Listen, Wardlow's over. He is over, man. I can't praise him enough for being over. That is a huge compliment to MJF. When you hang out with MJF and you decide to turn babyface, all the crowd's going to love you. Because everybody can't wait to see Wardlow get his hands on that clown MJF. They can't wait. They can't wait. And that's called excellent storytelling. So with all the foolishness going on, Wardlow trying to get his hands on MJF, but he can't because you see the security guards got him. They pushed him out. Well, Sean Spears so busy worried about what's going on outside the ring, he forgot about Mr. Lifeless over there. Sean Dean woke up, got that man up. 1, 2, 3, the crowd marked out. I said, yes, sir. Salute to the captain. That's 2 down. He got another one on. I said, I can't wait. I said, I'm loving this. And you know what? Sean and his guy, I don't know his name. He been running around here with that doggone American flag. They cut a promo online, and shout out to my boy Mac. He said something about he wanted to see them be possibly put on Ring of Honor. So I don't know what TK's going to do with that. Maybe. But the fact that my man Sean Dean got another win, and it happened to be on Dynamite, what I've been asking, I've been saying, I've been wanting to see us get positive wins on Dynamite. TK answered, he came through and my boy won. I said, thank you. That's what we needed. I didn't need to see my guy lose. The story called for Sean Dean winning because this is basically MJF said, I'd had enough of this clown. We done banned him from this arena and he keeps coming in here and he keeps affecting my people. He's affecting me and he's affecting Sean. I can't have this no more. Excellent storytelling. The right man wins over. This is what I'm talking about. This is great. This is great. Oh, and Mike, I know you get tired of me banging the table. It's the passion of me, man. So I saw what you said. I commented on the video. I'm going to keep banging on the table, sir. Hey, this is Casey for the rest of the tapes. All right, so let's keep the show on the roll. Backstage, Tony Schiavone is backstage with the best friends of Wheeler Yuta. Now, everybody know Wheeler Yuta is now the new Ring of Honor Pure Champion because he beat Rhett. I think his name is Red. He beat him on the Ring of Honor show. And the best friends and Trent Beretta and them, they like, sir, with all due respect, you were nothing if you wasn't with us. So you might have a title right now, but that don't mean nothing. Now, obviously, a matchup has been made. Trent Beretta is going to be wrestling Daniel Bryan. And he told him, he said, I'm going to show you what a real wrestler looks like. You sitting around, running around here playing champion with that paper championship you got. And so then, that's when he got into the face with Chucky T. And Yuta said, you know what? I'm done with this. Look, y'all go somewhere. And they walked off. Yuta just stood there. I said, listen, Yuta is coming along. And apparently, Yuta's going to be going against Moxley. And I believe that's going to be on, I don't know if it's going to be on Dynamite or Rampage. But now the question is, because Yuta is the new pure Ring of Honor Pure Champion, does you to go over or does Mox to go over? I don't know. I think you might want to put Pure. I think you want to put the Pure Champion over, right? He's the champion, right? So you think go ahead and give him this because the whole deal is Yuta must impress everybody that's in the Blackpool group. Impress Regal, impress Brian, and now let's go ahead and impress Mr. Moxley. Now Moxley has a hamstring injury right now. He been wrestling like crazy, and I'm praying that my man is 100% though. Like I said, because I don't need. He was already out. I don't need him to be taking another hiatus right now, But he can really wrestle Yuta, and like I said, Yuta been showing me something. Yuta been on. He been in his bag as of late. So obviously, like I said, this is a good segment. It's a good backstage, and then they showed us another backstage segment. Apparently, now obviously they called him. So there it is. It's already written up. The reunited group LAX, which is Eddie Kingston and Proud and Powerful, were basically beating the brakes off of the Jericho Appreciation Society. Basically had them clowns run off. They ran and hopped up in Jake Hager's truck, drove off. I mean, listen, the three of them was beating the brakes off those 5 clowns. Let that sink in. So obviously, they're gonna get 2 more people to add them, but as they didn't say nothing right now. So as they ran them off and beat the brakes off of them, they had an opportunity to come out to the ring. No music went off. I said perfect. You don't have to always have the music go off. Listen, sometimes if it calls for it, but a lot of times it really doesn't. So the fact that Eddie Kingston said, yeah, we didn't have to wait for no music. We got to address those clowns. You saw what it was. The promo basically was this. They said, anytime we see these clowns, it's on site. If I catch you at the crib with your wife and kids, it's on site. If I catch you at your mama's house, it's on site. If I catch you over here at your crib, it's on site. It does not matter. And then Santana hopped on there and called them the Jericho B Society. And then Ortiz said, we're gonna have a 6-man tag team match. There it is. 1, 2, 3. They got the segment over with. Now you excited for the matchup. There it is. There's a beef that's been going on. I always say, you know me, I'm not a fan of the multi-man matches, but it calls for it. So it calls for it. Let's go ahead and do it. Excellent segment. Shows right here. I said that's what I'm talking about. Now, let's go ahead and talk about it. The queen herself. I ain't calling her no female dog. You know me, I got nothing but respect for women. Miss Jade Cargill. Tony Schiavone calls her out. Her and Smart Mark come out. They've been doing this thing, so they're going to be doing this no matter what state they go to. It's a lot of girls that was hopping up in Jay's mentions. She said, where all my baddies at? Whatever state you from, we're going to get you there. They went to the section where they was all sitting at. Nothing but fine, beautiful women. It was one dude that was sitting up. Now, I guess he got a way to get up in there because he called himself trying to get up in the segment or something like that. But she said, from here on out, this is nothing but the baddie section. She said, I got number 30 coming on. Whoever's number 30, we might as well make it that Shafir girl. Let me see, make sure I'm pronouncing her name right. Marina Shafir. Because obviously she ain't a baddie. I'm going to beat the brakes off of her. Listen, Jade Cargill's confidence level has risen to the top. I'm so proud of my girl, man. Listen, black women wrestlers have been doing their thing as of late. They've been doing their thing, and Jade Cargill is coming along. I can't be more proud of her, man. I'm telling you, this is why I'm rooting for her 1,000% to get better in the ring. She getting that confidence level. She don't need Mark no more. Mark gonna stay with her until she finally loses. That when she loses, she won't. Like I said, technically right now she don't need Mark, but Mark is still gonna be there to help along the way to be able to get her confidence level, being able to talk on the mic without being nervous. Because listen, we go back a year or two ago when she first came, nervous like a mug, trying to do something with Brandy, old goofy behind. Fast forward to where she is now, that girl is great. Jade Cargill is excellent on the mic. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nobody. If you got a beef with Jade Cargill, you just on some bull jive. That's all I got to say. You just on some bull jive and your mama stank. That's all I'm going to say about that. Jade Cargill's segment was great. She said, I'm not here to be playing with these recheck MMA fighters that can think they can come into my world and wrestle me. Listen, the confidence level in that woman when she speak, man, it's dynamite. It is dynamite. I love it. I love it. It's excellent. Jade Cargill, you go, girl. You go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this matchup, it was an okay matchup. The problem was the confusion on the rules. We heard it was an elimination match, but then it said no disqualification. So I'm like, the rules of this match didn't make no type of sense whatsoever. And I'm not going to lie, all four of them look old as heck. Now, listen, they looked fine the previous week, but for some reason when it was just them, they look old. This matchup was all over the place. A lot of people thought Jeff kind of got hurt, but he continued to match. I don't know. I really can't describe how messed up this match really was. Like, this, obviously for me, this was the worst match on the whole show. I think it was worse than what the girls match. I'll talk about them when I get there, but it was all over the place, but it just, I don't know. I guess just the not understanding of what the rules was is kind of what messed up everything. This is the area where TK and them going to have to figure out. You make the rules. You have Justin Roberts explain the rules so JR and them don't sound stupid as heck on commentary. That is it, because JR and them sound so confused. Like, he didn't know what it was. That Caliber didn't know what it was. It was like they was just babbling, just saying anything. And I'm like, well, that's because don't nobody know what the rules are. So with them out here doing all this, you know everybody was going to the table. Matt got busted open. Blade got busted open. I think Butcher was bleeding a little bit, not too much. But Jeff, he's bleeding. I mean, Matt was bleeding all over the place. Blade was bleeding all over the place. Y'all already know that. This matchup calls for it because they going through tables. I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, they tried to make it look good. Was it a bad match? No, at all means. No, it was not a bad match. It just was just all over the place, and the confusion of what the rules was, nobody really understood what was going on. So, with all the stuff going on, you already knew the Hardys were going to win. So, after the match, here come Andrade and them, Andrade's family office. They all come walking out. So, obviously, Jeff and Matt are two beaten men. Who's going to help them? Then Sting and Darby's music goes off. Sting comes out. His private party got them. Let me tell y'all something. Now, as of late, at first, Private Party and Street Profits were totally different acts. The only similarity was the fact that they were both black. Now, the fact that both of them coming out drinking all day long, the similarities are right there. That is the only time I would agree with a statement of somebody trying to compare two black acts on the same level. Private Party been drinking the late. Y'all already know what the Street Profits do. They come out with the cups all the time. Same gimmick. And speaking of which, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about it when I'm finished with the review. Because it was a stupid video that went viral of my man from What Culture. I think his name is Simon. And he asked some clown that was at WrestleMania about Bianca in their match. I'll talk about that in a minute. But, so Sting came out, beat the brakes off of Private Party, walked up to Andrade's face, and I said, is this going to be Sting's first singles match? Sting versus Andrade? I don't know. Could be. We'll find out. But obviously the beef is still there. The beef is still on. Ain't over with. They still continuing the beef. So we will see how that works. So backstage, Christian with Jurassic Express. My man Alex Marvez. Christian walked off. Christian walked off in disgust. I said, well, there you have it, folks. The turning is coming, and Jurassic Express days as AEW Tag Team Champs are coming to a close. Red Dragon is finna win them things. They finna win. Christian is gonna cost them. So, Jungle Boy and Jurassic, Mr. Luchasaurus, had an opportunity to speak, and I'm not gonna lie, they sound good. They said, "Wait, Red Dragon, we're putting these titles on the line, and we're gonna still walk out as tag team champs." And then Luchasaurus, he said something, he growled and all that stuff, and right to the point, you know, they didn't have to stay there all day trying to do their best to cut a promo. Basically, what it is Christian been working with him for a long time. The reason why Christian was placed with Jurassic Express was to help Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus get TV ready and help Jungle Boy with the promos. Because I still think Jungle Boy still need help in the promos, but obviously they think he's good because obviously Christian finna turn on him. So we can have a beef between Jurassic Express and Christian by himself. We're gonna see how that turned out. It might be pretty good, but that's that. So good backstage segment, but obviously we know what's about to happen. Christian turned the heel. So now we got the women's match. The females Owen Hart Foundation tournament qualification match between Hikaru Shida and Julia Hart. Now Julia Hart and the Varsity Blondes came out. You can see Julia Hart don't even want to be with them no more. Now Julia, you know she been wearing that eye patch, but I don't know if y'all seen it, but the makeup from the black ooze that Mr. Malachi Black spit in her face, or did not, because if you see it, he totally missed the face. It's starting to bleed out. So it started to get worse. It's starting to spread a little bit underneath the eye patch. And as she's walking out there, you can clearly see she don't want nothing to do with them clowns. She don't want anything. She like, I'm done with these high school wannabe grown men. You got two grown men that still think they in high school. Bruh, why? It ain't going nowhere. Julia Hart, trying to be a cheerleader ain't going nowhere. She like, look at, I'm done with these clowns. So as they get down to the ring, and she get in there, and then Hikaru get in the ring, she tell them clowns, if you clowns don't get your behinds about it, they say, what do we do? Yeah, what did we do? Nothing. She said, get y'all behinds out of here. Go. She's turning heel. Now, once again, I told you, picture by picture is what kills a match. I'm trying my best to get into it because, listen, I don't watch Dark like that. I know Julia be having 50 million matches on Dark all the time. Julia looks like she's improved a little bit from the little bit that I was able to pay attention, because most of this match was done in picture by picture. Most of it. Hikaru was doing, listen, obviously Hikaru was carrying the match. You already know that. But I was trying to see how well or how much has Julia Hart improved. I've seen a little bit. She looks like she's better in the ring for me. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but y'all already knew who's going to win this match. Sheeta wins. She lays out. After the match, Serena Deeb's music goes off. So Hikaru, she go and get a doggone Kindle stick. And she looking, and everybody knows she finna pop up behind her. She pops up behind her. She got the chair, but she catches her. And they looking like they want to hit each other. She like, I'm going to hit you with the chair. She like, I'm going to hit you with the Kindle stick. Then they just stare at each other. Then Serena just get out the ring. Very subtle. Like a snake. She gets out the ring and like, hey, I was this close to knock you out. She like, yeah, and I was right there ready to knock you out. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, by far, this is one of the best female feuds in AEW right now. The fact that the title picture is not even involving them, and this is one of the best feuds in the women's division right here. This is great. Excellent storytelling by Tony Khan. Great. How was the match? Match was okay. I think I like the matchup better than the tables match. That's just me. But we move on from there. So we just talked about that. Now Swerve was talking to Alex Marvez, and Alex Marvez congratulated him on, I don't know if he particularly won a Grammy, but he went to the Grammys because some of the cats that he knew actually won a Grammy because they was working with Kanye, if I'm not mistaken. And he talked about, he said, it's good to be in AEW. I had my success of Ring of Honor because he beat Alex Zane, if I'm not mistaken, in the opener match. And he said, but we've been beaten up. He said, my guy Keith Lee, me and Keith Lee, we've been getting manhandled by the clown Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. Listen, I got some business to handle, man. I get it, I got some stuff to do. He walks in the room, and next thing you know, you see Ricky and Will Hobbs storm in the room, and they in the locker room, and they are beating the snot out of Will Hobbs. Strickland, Swerve. They beating the brakes off of him. Then next thing you know, Keith Lee come out the woodwork, and now they tearing each other up. They beat the brakes off each other in the locker room, and obviously there was a prop right there that was holding up the locker room door. Will Hobbs gets thrown into it. Keith Lee goes smashing the man through it. You see cats up in the locker room and everything. Obviously, this is going to build up to a tag team match. I don't know when Tony Khan decides to do it, but if I'm him, I'm doing this on Rampage. I am not doing it. I mean, I'm doing this on Dynamite. I am not doing this on Rampage. They've done everything. Listen, they've done everything on Rampage. I need this tag team match to take place on Dynamite. I need it because that's what the storyline calls for. You allowed it to continue from Rampage to Dynamite. Now you're saying, okay, these fellas is ready. I got to put these cats on. I had to put these cats on. They doing their job. They doing an excellent job. I didn't know if I was going to like it, but I'm liking it. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. Listen, when the fellas get an opportunity to beat the snot out of each other, let them go. Let them go. That was great. So we get to the main event. I said the fact that it was 9:32. I said Tony Khan finna let these cats go at it. Now, the first one was done during the pandemic. And this was done in Daly's place when there were no fans. There was a few fans, maybe about 1,000, but it wasn't hardly nothing. I didn't like part one. I'm going to be honest with you. Part one was okay. It was an okay match. But I watched it and I said, I did not think I was going to like babyface FTR. First of all, y'all, before the match even started, the fans was already cheering FTR, Young Bucks. They was going nuts. The Boston crowd has been great all show long. They have been phenomenal. I say kudos to the Boston fans. Y'all did a great job. That's what makes a match. This is why fans must always be in attendance in a wrestling show. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Fans must always be in attendance because they make or break a match. This matchup was 1,000% better than their first match. And FTR's babyfaces are the best. The fact they showed highlights from the tag team match with the Briscoes. They even mentioned the Briscoes. Now, I'm not sure if Warner Media is going to allow the Briscoes to come on. They just showcased why they should be on TV. That matchup that took place on Friday night between FTR was by far the best match all weekend long. A tag team match. Y'all know me, I prefer singles matches over tag team match. The tag team match that happened at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view between FTR and the Briscoes was by far the best match all weekend long. The second best, Becky and Bianca. The third best, Seth and Cody. The fourth best, Edge and them. So, listen, I really ain't got nothing else to say. Just to go over what happened in this match. You knew what you was going to get. FTR is the old school style wrestlers. Young Bucks, you know, they the flip and dive guys. They flip and dive all over the place. They the spot monkeys. The cats who don't like the spot monkeys, I get it. Me, I've kind of cooled down on the Young Bucks. I used to be pro Young Bucks until I started seeing 50 million of their matches. And I was like, I told you, depending on who Young Bucks get, if whoever they get, that and they can gel with them, their match is going to be great. If they get in the ring with somebody that's, average or something, and they average ain't going to balance out with their average. But this matchup, man, Young Bucks and the FTR was in their bag. And the crowd was behind it. You had the crowd split. They were saying, yeah, let's go Young Bucks, FTR. Let's go Young Bucks, FTR. It was split all the way, and they was loving it. You knew you was going to get your 50 million false finishes because they had so much time. We knew that. But the part for me was right when, listen, the Young Bucks cheated their way all the way. So them working here was great because the crowd was upset. They cheated all day. Low blowing folk, hitting cats with titles, just doing all kind of stuff. And the spot right there, Rick Knox wasn't paying no attention. Caught it at the end. My man had his foot on the ring. He did the 1, 2, 3, then didn't realize, oh snap, I made a mistake this match. And Young Bucks thought they won the titles because that's right. The Ring of Honor Championships, the tag team titles on the line. They said no. Listen, it was a lot of buffoonish stuff going on. They was flexing, doing their moves, and they when they put the sharpshooters on them, I said Bret Hart is around the corner. Bret Hart is coming. Bret Hart is on his way. He's coming to AEW, people. He's coming. That man is coming. When I saw that, when they did that stuff, I was like, man, he coming. He coming. He is coming. This matchup was great. This was an excellent tag team match. Young Bucks thought they had this match won, but my FTR brethren, Dax and Cash, took out Nick and Matt Jackson. They said, "No, Young Bucks, y'all not winning that. Y'all ain't winning like that." And when Rick Knox actually realized he made a mistake, the fans like, "Thank you, Knox. Thank you, Knox." They was giving him praise because he finally realized, oh snap, I made a mistake. They get the 1, 2, 3, and they retain their championships, and that is the end of Dynamite. Ladies and gentlemen, this is by far one of the best Dynamites, and well, let's see, in a good minute. You know, like I said, Dynamite has been straight, but I'm talking about great from top to bottom. I told you the little issues that I had with the show. I can't stand picture by picture. Picture by picture is what kills the match. It kills the momentum. Oh, how the heck? Yeah, Sammy and Tate, they came out with the picture by picture with the cue cards. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be honest with you. The cue card thing done lost its luster. Ever since Tate hooked up with Sammy, it seems like obviously you know who they called out. They called out Dan Lambert and crew because they want a shot. Sammy want to get a shot for his TNT champion. He want to get his TNT title back. And Taya, she wants to get her hands on Paige whenever she decides to show up. Now, Paige, she been flexing up body all over social media. I'm like, I haven't seen one wrestle the match. I'm like, when is she going to show up? I need to see her wrestle before I can give a full critique on her body of work. I need to see her wrestle. I heard her cut a promo. She sound okay. She sound like somebody that knows what she's doing. Like I said, I still think I think she need a little work, tweak it here and there, but I need to see her in the ring. But yeah, they did the cue card thing, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it lost its luster. And a lot of fans, they can't stand Sammy and them. They can't stand Ted. And I think the fact that they put their all business online every 5 seconds, Cash just say, you know what, I done had enough of these clowns. I had enough of them. Listen, they make an excellent couple. Ted Conti is a beautiful woman. Sammy is a blessed man. Whatever he do, he needs to make sure he hold on to that woman tight. Don't be like a goof and propose to Pam like he did. Propose to Ted, then we done. No. And obviously they having sexual relationships because they post that picture with them with the TNT Championship. So, you know, but like I said, so yeah, that's the cue card segment. I wasn't really feeling that, but outside of that, and then they gave us a whole bunch of other matches. They gave us the first match. Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose cut they match, they promo about when they gonna be wrestling each other, and it's been set. Battle of the Belts is returning Saturday night. Battle of the Belts, and the first match that has already been set is the AEW Women's Championship. Thunder Rosa versus Nyla Rose. They said what they said. I'm like, all right, it's on. It's on. I'm gonna see these two grapple it up and see how they do. Hey, so obviously now it's about continuing the storyline. They got the match. That's the first match that's been announced. We don't know any other matches. I'm pretty sure the TNT title is going to be... Matter of fact, here it is. The TBS title, the TNT title, and the AEW Women's Championship. So there is your 3 matches. Now, knowing TK, he might try to get a 4th match on there. So, well, yeah, go ahead and do the AEW Tag Team Championship. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. FTR is not the AEW Tag Team Champions. The fact that they are more over than the AEW Tag Team Champions is a problem. That is a big issue that I wanted to talk about. FTR as babyfaces are over, way over than Jurassic Express. And Jurassic Express are your AEW Tag Team Champions. What kind of sense does that make? See, I'm not saying put the AEW titles on them right now. I'm not. But they making the case that they should have the titles. I'm just being 1,000% with you. They are over. They are the most over tag team group in AEW. Outside the Young Bucks. Unfortunately, Jurassic Express is over based on, I hate to say it, based on Tarzan Boy. They are over just based off of the theme song they got. Like, they really haven't they put on decent matches, but they haven't really showcased why they should be the AEW Tag Team Champs. The Young Bucks and FTR just showcase what. First of all, they in the main event. Let that sink in. Two teams that don't have the AEW tag team, because yes, FTR is your Triple X tag team champs, and they are your Ring of Honor tag team champs. The fact they don't have the AEW championships, they in the main event. That should tell you something. That's a problem. That's a serious problem, and Tony Khan going to fix that. Now, we know Red Dragon is going to win them titles, and I think that's when you do the match. I think you do the match at Battle of the Belts. So Battle of the Belts will be a stacked show. It's a four match show. Hour and a half. Give me an hour and a half show. 4 matches. You can spread that stuff out. Jade Cargill versus Serena. Is it Serena? Hold up. What's her name? Let me scroll up. I just want to make sure I get her name right. Hold on. Give me a second. Where they at? Where is that? Where's the girls? Where's Miss Jade Cargill second? Where is that? Oh, here it is. Marina Shafir. That would be your opener. Jade Cargill versus Marina Shafir, followed by the AEW Tag Team Championships, TNT title, and then we finish with the AEW Women's Championship. That's how you do it. Or you can spread it, or you can have Sky and Sammy go first. Then you have Jade and Marina, then the tag team, and then the AEW Women's Championship. If you want to go that route, But outside of that, Dynamite was a smash. You hear it from me. You know me, I critique them hard. Because Tony Khan know you got to continue to give us them banger episodes so cats will give a crap. So when the pay-per-view come through, cats gonna be like, yes sir, I'm watching the show. I gotta watch it. And tonight, he did a great job. Everybody did a great job tonight. Now, let me go ahead and talk about Bianca Belair's situation. So, my man Simon from Woke Culture was interviewing cats that left WrestleMania, and he interviewed this white dude, and he said he don't care nothing about Bianca Belair. They said, why? He was like, I'm not a fan of Bianca. Well, she's a Dollar Tree version of Sasha Banks. Oh boy. Why did he say that? The internet cooked his behind. They cooked him. They cooked his tail. I said, yeah, you got every right to cook him. Because, once again, that's all everybody know how to do. That's it. Everybody don't look. It's a way to critique our talent without having to go the race route. Sasha Banks and Bianca are nothing alike. Nothing. Absolutely. The only thing that makes them similar, one, yes, but one, they're both women. 2, they both black. And 3, they both fine and same. That's it. Ain't nowhere their gimmicks are similar. He said a Dollar Tree version of Sasha Banks. I said, boy, these fools, they listen. They tell on themselves every day. And it's a trillion clowns in the IWC. It's a trillion clowns that's not in the IWC that share that same opinion. That's terrible. That's a terrible take. That's terrible. Sitting up there saying some foolishness like that. I saw everybody was cooking his behind. They cooked him. I said, go ahead, y'all cook him. Cook his behind. A Dollar Tree version of Sasha Banks. Boy, I tell you, these clowns are something else. They are something else. They tell on themselves every day. But, man, listen. Outside of that buffoonery, hey, I'm actually looking forward to Rampage. I'm looking forward to Rampage. I can't wait for Rampage. I know it's tape. I'm not going to read the spoilers. But next week, the main event is already set. Adam Cole versus Heyman. I said, finally the man is pulling up. Heyman don't never be on Rampage. He finally pulling up. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my honest take about the show. Y'all already know what y'all need to do. Hit the freaking comment section up. Talk to your boy. Let me know how you're feeling about the show. Like I said, I want to continue to grow this channel. I appreciate everybody brand new that's coming through. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Like the channel. Like it. Like the video. Like I said, get it all over the place. Share it on every social media platform so cats can figure out, where this KCFL cat is. Listen, we're doing big things over here, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's rocking with me, even the cats that can't stand my guts. I appreciate y'all too. Listen, this your boy KCFL King Set for life. I'll talk to y'all cats later. I'll let you boy. Hey, y'all forgive me, man. I forgot to talk about something. I forgot to talk about this segment right here. So, obviously, as you can see the video playing, Julia Hart and Tony Nese, or my bad, I call it Tony Nese. Tony Storm were once end up facing each other. Obviously, as you can see, they got into each other's face. Obviously, these two are good, and both of them look good. I actually want to see this. I'm interested in this matchup. Jamie Hayter is good. Tony not bad herself, so I'm actually interested in that. So, my bad. I just forgot that. So I just wanted to add this little extra bit on. So forgive me. So this is just a little extra bonus part. So like I said, that's all. I just want to come on here and talk about this segment right here. That was it. So I'll talk to y'all guys later. I'll let me.